Alrighty, welcome back to Tabletop Phoenix. I am Luna, and today we have another deck profile. Figured this also would be a fun little 100 subscriber special, because I've been working on this deck for a while, and it's not just like a random deck that I put together, it's something I'm actually like really theory crafting, and like probably will be my competitive deck, essentially. So yeah, the list is not 100% optimized, but that's fine. Excuse me. The side deck definitely is not really. It's not finished, basically. It's just kind of what I happened to have. But again, it's side deck. I feel like it's the least important in terms of just general deck profile stuff. So like, I mean, we'll get there. So yeah, we'll jump right in. So yeah, first our Centur-ion package. We got a Primera, a Trudea, a Atri, Gargoyle, 3 Emblema, and 1 stand-up, 1 Phalanx. So yeah, I like this ratio. I've tried playing just pure Centur-ion, and it's got a lot of bricks, unfortunately. Opening like multiple Primera, multiple Trudea, Atri even. They just don't do anything. Even if you can get them out of your hand, the effects are all hard once per turns, and the way that Centur-ion works, you kind of don't need to have multiples. Even getting stuff banished, Oxilla can grab stuff from banish or graveyard to the back row, so honestly, I could even see myself cutting Emblema to 2. Maybe Gargoyle's not necessary, except Gargoyle, well, Atri can fill the same niche, but at the same time, I do sometimes open like multiple Centur-ion monsters, having Gargoyle to like kind of play off if like one gets negated is always nice, because I can make it a level 4, which is important for what we'll get into after. So yeah, really the only thing I would change right now is maybe I could cut Emblema to 2. I haven't really gotten that far yet though, so we'll just kind of, I'm still very much tweaking ratios. This deck's kind of got a lot of one-ofs, just because I don't want to open multiple of the same combo piece. I want to see different things, basically, to sort of optimize my ability to play through, and also just to kind of keep my opponent on their toes, because this deck's got a lot of moving parts. It's got a lot going on. So yeah, next part of the engine is Sage, Maiden, Blue Eyes. Sort of the bare minimum Blue Eyes package. Well, monsters anyway. Realistically, I probably don't even need Sage, but he can also search for Effect Veiler, so... and also I can send something that got, like, negated, or even, like, funny synergy is I can send Druid Storm to Grave and summon Blue Eyes, and then send something the opponent controls, which is always fun. For the spells for the Blue Eyes package, we have 1 Witches, 1 Roar, and 1 Mausoleum. And then the last for the Blue Eyes is True Light. You really don't need more of these. I'm trying some stuff out that might make Mausoleum not necessary, but in the Blue Eyes combo line, Mausoleum does do everything I need it to. I also have considered Destrudo and Dragon Ravine to make Ancient Fairy Dragon, and then I can like get extra value off the Mausoleum. I also I think I just misplaced it, but my Static probably will have a Burst Room of Destruction in it, just because, again, I can dump this or get rid of it, and then banish it to search for a Burst Stream, and then I just have a Regeki going second, which is nice. But yeah, this kind of does everything I want it to. Again, it's very flexible. It plays well into a lot of things. And if they aren't expecting the full package of what I'm playing, then it's really hard for them to like effectively know what to stop. So, like, obviously, if someone plays against this deck a lot, they'll pick up on, like, where the good choke points are. But I imagine, like, if I go to a regional and my opponents have never played against a deck like this, they don't, you know, I'm basically playing as sort of hoping it's going to throw people off. Excuse me. For the Bestial package, we've got 2 Lebellion, 1 Magnamut, 1 Druisworm, 1 Serenir. I'm also trying out a copy of Bestial Aluber, and then 1 Branded Regained. The main reason for Bestial Aluber, in like any dragon matchup, it is really good utility. I can steal any of their dragons, which is crazy good. But also, it's a level 4 dragon. I can search off Bestial Lebellion to normal summon. On top of being a tuner, like it's just it hits like so many check marks for cards that I need, because like this can go into the Blue Eyes Link, Link 1, which sometimes that's all I need. But also, if I have the Blue Eyes stuff already, I can search for this, and then I can go into Crimson Dragon or Oxilla off of the Blue Eyes line, which is really cool. And then search for Stand Up, and then that, instead of going into Oxilla, I can use Stand Up to go into Crimson Dragon to get Cosmic Blazer on turn 1, which is insanely good value. Also, because Oxilla can place from Banish, we can always use the Bestials to banish a Centur-ion card and then just place it in the end phase anyway. Regained also lets us recycle some stuff with our next part of the engine, or the next part of the deck. Because, yeah, we're playing 4 different engines, and they all happen to work incredibly well together. So the last bit is Black Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, Red Eyes Black Full Metal, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon with Max Metal Morph. So basically, this lets me make... I can normal summon Black Metal, make the Blue Eyes Link, Chain Link 1, Black Metal Search, Chain Link 2, Spirit, whatever the Link 1's, I can never remember what the Link 1's name. Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Okay. So yeah, we can make Spirit, Chain Link 2, and then Search Mausoleum. We have full Blue Eyes combo and full Red Eyes combo off of just Black Metal. Well, it's not full Blue Eyes combo because I don't get True Light, but it gets me a Blue Eyes into play, which isn't too bad. It actually lets me keep Darkness Metal Dragon, which is really cool. But also, so Black Metal can search for the Full Metal and Red MD in one combo, get Max Metal Morph set up. Black Full Metal is insanely strong. I have recently discovered the Ryzeal matchup, and I hate that deck so much. Why is my throat so dry? Better. Okay, so yeah, Black Full Metal is an insane control card because he's massive stats. He's got protection from monster and spell effects, and has an Omni Negate that also burns for the attack of one of their attack mission monsters. So yeah, he's insane value. And then also I recently added Black Meteor Dragon. The main reason this is in here is if I open one of these, I don't need to search the other, so instead I have a third card I can search. But also this on its own is potentially a starter, or at least it's a good extender, because I can special it by dumping Blue Eyes to grave. The only drawback really is that level 7 is kind of awkward. I don't think I can keep it as a 6. Yeah, no, it has to become a 7. So, excuse me. I have been burpy all day. I apologize. So yeah, unfortunately, level 7 is kind of awkward. I could see about adding, like, Psychic End Punisher. That could be something I do, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, just having the ability to dump Blue Eyes as part of this combo is really good. It also just gives me excuse to play more Red Eyes cards, because I fucking love Red Eyes. I also just love the idea of playing Red Eyes and Blue Eyes in the same deck. I feel like that would drive Kaiba up the freaking wall, and Joey would be laughing his ass off while Kaiba has a meltdown. So that's always a bonus in my book. Um, but yeah, also with this, it lets me keep the Darkest Metal out to keep bringing stuff back. Basically, every engine in this deck has at least one really important dragon. Funny enough, Oxilla is a dragon, so I can bring it back with this, uh, which is always hilarious. But also being able to bring back Bestials, bringing back Blue Eyes as a level 8. Atri and Gargoyle are both dragons as well. Aluber is a dragon. So like we can there's so many things. Like Red MD is insane. The errata was absolutely justified. I'm not sure if I would play more if it wasn't errata, but eh, it is what it is. Black Metal is also not once per turn. I don't know why they did that, but I'm glad they did because Red Eyes needs some kind of fucking dub. So yeah, that's the little Red Eyes package, little 5-card surprise tool that helps us out later. And then that is 28 cards so far. That is our engine cards. For the non-engine, we have 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 2 Veiler. I can't find my other secret Veilers. I don't know where they went. It's very sad. 1 Call by the Grave, and 3 Imperm. Glare on the card. There we go. So yeah, Veiler, I feel like I don't need to play 3 because it is searchable off Wishes and Sage. So I can run the Call by the Grave as the 12th non-engine card, which is nice. But Veiler and Droll, I could argue, are engine. Not only because Veiler is searchable, but because they are all spellcasters that are level 4 below. I don't know why I said so yeah, they can all be used to summon Spirit with Eyes of Blue, and then get Blue Eyes in play, which is really nice, especially if I have like any other engine to follow up with. So yeah, if I don't need Droll or I'm going first and they don't have like a Mulch Army, I can just normal the Droll and get a Blue Eyes on board at the very least, which is pretty nice. You also might notice the lack of Mulch Armies in my deck. I do not have any. I had 2 Perulia, but I sold them because I needed money and I wasn't really playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time anyway. But they get reprinted in Maze, and apologies for neighbors. They do not know how to shut up, nor do they know how to talk at a normal volume. I'm working on it. I'm looking into legal help because it's insane. Anyway, so yeah, the Mulch Armies, right? I'm just gonna have to wait till Stampede, and even then, I don't know if I can actually afford the price because being a disabled gamer is really fun. I said without any sarcasm whatsoever. But yeah, no, this deck I really like. I took a huge break from Yu-Gi-Oh! I just couldn't find anything that I actually wanted to play. This is like everything I like about the game in one deck, and it's so fun. Even the brick hands are able to like control the game long enough to like get me into the game. Like there's like a very specific combination of cards that are like a total brick, but otherwise most of it like it's like Blue Eyes, Max Metalmorph, what would it be? It would be Blue Eyes, Max Metalmorph, like called by, regained, uh, and then like Phalanx. Like there's or like Gargoyle. Like Gargoyle is like the one Centur-ion brick if I have no other Centur-ion cards. But you know, again, very specific combination of cards. There shouldn't really be a chance for this deck to brick all that much. I really love this deck though. I'm having a blast. Onto the extra, we've got the one Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. I keep going back and forth on this guy, but because Roar has the Fusion Summon effect on a later turn, and this guy is Blue Eyes plus any dragon, I feel like it's actually really strong. And also because it doesn't need just any dragon, potentially I can side deck Super Poly. If I did side deck Super Poly, I would change the extra up a little bit to have like one or two more Super Poly targets, like Garura, Starving Venom, that sort of thing. Um, but for now, it's just this. I'm not playing another Blue Eye. Well, I mean, I guess I have two other Blue Eyes cards to equip. So if I don't think I'm gonna make Spirit that game, I can equip that and then Tribute Blue Eyes to summon this out, um, which is a nice little bit of extra utility. Um, Being able to add back a trap is insane value, and then also being able to attack all the opponent's monsters once each can help clear boards and enable OTKs like crazy. So I really like this card. Like, I love the design on this card. Like, the effect is just like A plus boss monster like extender material, you know. Then we got the one Spirit Dragon. I know I have foils of this. I just don't know where they are. But I mean, the structure deck stuff is fine. I definitely don't have foil Tyrant. We got Chaos Angel, which surprisingly I don't make a whole lot. Honestly, I feel like either this or Little Knight could come out, and it's a really rough trade, honestly. I really don't know if I would want to take out either, but I feel like if I was going to take out one, I would probably lean more towards Little Knight, because Chaos Angel is just that strong. Um, we do also have the Bestial Dispater, and adding in Lubellion should hopefully make the Bestial package able to make this a lot more frequently. This card is really good, especially when you back it up with Cosmic Blazer, Black Full Metal, all that shit. Um, like, this deck just, it has very powerful effects on very big bodies, and I feel like the more you stack together, it's like exponentially better. Like, it's not 1 plus 1 is 2, it's 1 plus 1 is 11. I'm sure, I know there's an actual term for that, I just can't think of it because I've had 4 hours of sleep in the past 2 days. So yeah, I'm kind of doing this to kill time, but also because I recorded this the other day and deleted it because I am not smart. Well, I make dumb decisions. We got the best card in the deck, Crimson Dragon. This card's fucking stupid. I don't know why they printed it. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets banned at some point, but until then, we're rocking it the same way we rocked King Calamity until it got banned. Um, I have thought about adding the Synchro Rumble or like another Crimson Dragon to Spell Trap, but I also don't want to well, no, because the tag out affects a quick effect, so even like Veiler, or not Veiler, Ogre, Ghost Ogre doesn't really punish it, so yeah. We got the Oxilla, she's the goat as well, like she's the main sort of combo, like the Centur-ion is like the primary focus of the deck. Everything else is sort of secondary boosts to it. But Oxilla is like the main sort of staying power that I'm aiming for. Pretty much any combo line I'm hoping will go into Oxilla. Um, that's like the penultimate goal is Oxilla sticks, and then she gets the entire deck going. Um, and from there, hopefully, I just win the game. We also have Legacia. I might drop Legacia. I have not made her in forever. Like, the effect's good. The protection effect, 2,000 less attack monsters I control can't die by battle. Like, that's not bad, especially when you bring her back with Phalanx, but um, it's weird, because usually, like, my other synchros I'm going for, like, Crimson Dragon again, it's, like, this, although, again, I'm summoning this off Crimson Dragon. I'm not even really sure if I need the Blue Eye Spirit, but it's, like, I don't know what other level 9 I'd run right now. I haven't looked at level 9s, recently to know what I can actually make. But yeah, this thing is another negate. We have two different synchros that can cheat it out, and funny enough, Dragon Sphere, or Blue Eye Spirit Dragon can bring out Crimson Dragon to then bring this out permanently. I think that's hilarious. Like, I don't know if that was intended, but someone must have at least noticed that, like, hey, we can do this. We got the Cosmic Blazar as our last synchro. This card is stupid. I love it. 5D's Nostalgia Bait, and yeah, that's I don't know what else needs to be said about that. Rengates, we got Titanic or Hope Harbinger Dragon, Titanic Galaxy, and we also have Sky Crisis. I always come back and forth on Sky Crisis. My main issue right now is I part of me wants to swap out one of the Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Thank you, Brain. I want to swap out one of those for like the Link One Guard Dragon or something, but I don't know if I want to do that because sometimes the Spirit with Eyes of Blue gets negated, and then I want the second one, but also Branded Regain can potentially recycle it if I have the Bestial Engine alongside the Blue Eyes engine or even the Red Eyes. So it's just in this weird spot. Like I know it's really strong, and I do like the card. It's just in the deck. I don't know how often it's gonna come up because a lot of things lock me into dragons. So that's kind of the main problem. But at the same time, if like they have like a billion negates on big bodies, like in a mirror match, I can just normal summon a thing, not use effect, summon this, all their shit's locked off. I can spin back the most problematic one, and hopefully that gets me into next turn, especially if I have like stand up or any other starter that does not require a summon. And then we got 2 Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Again, this card is really good. We can make it off any level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster, which, funny enough, also includes 3 of the 4 Centur-ion monsters. Or, yeah, 3 of the 4, because Gargoyle I can summon from the back row as a level 4. So yeah, this is just hilarious. This card is so dumb. I love it. It does everything I want it to. Again, the only drawback is that it dragon locks you. Granted, I can always just go bring out the Blue Eyes, but if it gets negated, obviously I can't. And then the last 2 cards are Hierarch Seal and Little Knight. Maybe it's just from playing at my locals, where like half the player base is casual players, but I never make Little Knight, and I feel bad. But like, I don't know. It's just such a weird spot. Because like I know it's good, but like the Link one that I want to like go into it with, Dragon locks me. And I don't know that I can really justify putting in a third Link one. Um, you know, like it's weird. I need to play around with it more, but also I just don't have the Link One Guard Dragon. I don't. I know I had one. I just don't know where it went. I might have traded it to a friend, honestly. Uh, so yeah, that's just weird. But it is what it is. This deck, I am still working on it, but I wanted to show it off because I do really like what I've cooked up here. That is all the extra though, and I mean, I'll show the side deck just, you know, just to completion's sake. Side deck is 2 Ghost Mourner, mostly because I don't know where my other Veilers were, and I didn't want to put in more commons. I don't know. Ghost Mourner is also just a good time card in a lot of matchups. Like this card isn't really good against Ryzeal, and that's like the main matchup I've had problems with. Everything else I feel like I can manage pretty damn well. So like this I might swap it with Nibiru. I feel like I need Nibiru somewhere in here, or evenly, one of the two, just to like hard counter a lot of those decks. But even that, I don't know if Ryzeal can play through Nibiru or like have Nibiru-proof combos, quote unquote. I also don't know. I haven't really played against Malice much either, but I feel like that deck isn't as explosive in terms of like just raw bullshit that Ryzeal puts out. So I don't know. Again, this is all just kind of what I had when I built the deck initially. I like some of the stuff was in the main deck, and I just kicked it to the side. And I've just been moving stuff back and forth as I test. But we also got Leather Duster, Snatch Seal, 2 talents. I don't have Thrust. I need to get Thrust. Um, I just haven't actually like sat down and done it. They're like 12, $13, I think. Which with my limited income is kind of a lot, but um, I don't know how many I want to run is like the main issue. Because I don't want to buy 3 and then only end up playing 1, you know? So like I really need to like I need to just proxy it and then just test it. Um, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Talents is another good board breaker. So is Snatch Shield and Feather Duster. We also got 2 Dark Roller. I'm debating on if I want to include Indigo Eyes. But excuse me. Yeah, it's like this I have to draw into obviously, which sucks. But Indigo Eyes has to make 2 level 8 dragons, which granted all my level 8s in the deck are dragon. That's not hard to do. But Indigo Eyes negates everything permanently. This one negates monsters. Indigo Eyes negates everything face up. Indigo is also a 4K body that can bring back a dragon or a normal. I forget the wording exactly, but with 1,000 extra attack, so I can turn it into 2 4,000 attack bodies. Well, actually, no, I don't have any other vanillas it can bring back, so there's no way to detach material in the first place. I'm never like Indigo is just gonna sit there as a 4K body. So it's limited utility versus having to hard draw the out. Like, obviously both are good, but locking me out of damage can be a problem, so I'm a little unsure how I feel about Dark Ruler. Obviously, we also got 3 Cosmic Cyclone, just to banish any pesky back row that we don't want hitting the graveyard. Either because it can be recycled, like True Light, or because it has protection, like Fire King. I know Fire King recently won a YCS, I believe. So that's something I am keeping in the back of my mind. Being able to banish the Fire King Island when they have Sanctuary out is important, so we make sure we have that. And then lastly, because fuck Rising Dimensional Barrier. Obviously, there's also other matchups, like a friend plays Sharks, and he's gearing up for 7th Tachyon, rip his wallet. Hi, Gavin. How are you doing? But yeah, D barrier is cracked. Yeah. So that is the deck profile. I was trying out Assault Synchron, but it's just weird. Like in theory, this card works really good because he has like the recursion effect. So if a Dragon Synchro is treated or banished, so like Nibiru, fuck. Actually, funny enough, wait. No, never mind. Yeah, so it's mostly just like it lets you play through Nibiru a little bit, by bringing back like Oxilla if it was the 5th summon, but I have to have this in the graveyard. And then like paying 700, locking me into synchros, that can be problematic, so unfortunately I cut him. Other things I'm considering, this guy, partly because it's a unofficial Red Eyes card, it's not actually a Red Eyes card, pain. It's a Red MD reprint, retrain for the, I think this is the 20th anniversary. But yeah, this guy is kind of cool, but also he locks you out of summons for the rest of the turn. But he can bring stuff back from banish, which is nice. But at the same time, the material is 2 effect monsters of the same type and attribute. That's really hard in this deck where I have a lot of light and dark dragons. And like, it just, I don't think it's going to happen. So that's another thing. I also took out this guy and Manadium Reframing because I just don't make level 8 synchros. It's also why I'm not running Primera Primus, whatever her name is, even though she can search Emblema cards. It just doesn't come up. This guy also wouldn't be bad to run. Very pretty collector's rare, which I like. But yeah, I just, again, space in the extra is super tight. A lot of, like, there are more darks in the deck than light monsters, thankfully, so this is super easy to make, unless we're dragon locked, but there's 2 cards in the deck that dragon lock. Roar, and Roar is only for the rest of the turn, and Spirit with Eyes of Blue is only while it's out, so, um, there's plenty of ways to play around this. I would definitely add in the, I don't remember if it's LP or Pisty, whichever one's not the banned one. Um, then like if I find room for that, which might, I guess Legatia can come out and potentially I can drop Typhon, but again that's stuff I need to test further. I was also looking at this Shining Star Dragon. So during the opponent's main, if it's in hand, quick effect, target a dragon synchro engrave, specialist card, and if you do special that monster, negate its effects, then immediately affect resolves. Synchro summon a dragon synchro using this card you control. A dragon monster summoned using this card's material cannot be destroyed by battle. So obviously the main issue is having a dragon synchro in grave. But like if I run, yeah, it's just like finding like either. Ideally, I would have a level 8 dragon synchro. Even just Stardust Dragon is fine. But then like it's like on paper it sounds fantastic. I just haven't figured out how to implement it and if I want to implement it. So yeah, that's kind of that thing. I also thought about Trishula, but it just never came up. Mostly just because if I have Dragon Blue Eye Spirit Dragon out, I can make Crimson Dragon and then summon this on the opponent's turn, which is really strong. The problem is that just I don't make level 9s. I making a level 9 and the Crimson Dragon and going for Trishula instead of like Cosmic Blazer or Ultimate Spirit Dragon, like it just doesn't make sense to go for Trishula when like I have other bombshells available. So yeah, that is the deck. There's probably some other stuff I'm considering, but like I did think about because most of the deck is like no, I can't make the Dominus traps work. The lights, like if I cut the blue eye stuff, I could maybe, but no, because Crimson Dragon is light, and I need that effect if I want to be able to go into like Cosmic Blazer or anything else. So I can't run either of the Dominus traps, which sucks. Not that I have them anyway, but yeah, the Mulch Armies would be great. Again, I just have to wait for Stampede, or if I get somehow insanely lucky with like random packs, which I can count on one hand the number of packs I've bought for the game in the past like 5-6 months. So yeah, it's weird. No, I did buy a little more. I bought a couple of packs of Bonanza, but again, that doesn't matter. I'm rambling, so. Oh, one other thing I did try, but it just never came up was Red Eye Sangla Chain as another thing to search off black metal if I don't need to search Red MD or black full metal. Because this card is actually kind of strong, but setting it up, it only works with a Red Eyes monster. So like if I don't have that line available, it does nothing. So yeah, cool in paper, like cool in theory, but actually getting it off is another story. Unfortunately, and I'm trying to get this as consistent and reliable as possible. So yeah, that is gonna do it for 100 sub special. Woo! Thank you all for watching. If you are new, ooh, stretching. Ow. I raised my hands to do like a little hand wave thing when I wooed, and then it turned into a stretch, and now my back hurts. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more, like and subscribe. I'm trying to branch out into other games as well. Um, so I've got like Vanguard, or all. I mean, I have a bunch of Vanguard stuff, but there's no player base here, so I'm not touching Vanguard again. Sadly, I do like the game. It's fun. It's just I can't get people to play. So it is what it is. I have Digimon, Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Multiverses with the last video I did. I think it's gotten one view, which, fair. It's a little random. Um, I don't know if you, like, I don't know how much I would want to go into universes. That's basically it. So, if y'all want to see anything, any sort of pack opening thing, or deck profiles, I am open to suggestions / requests. Just let me know down below. Also, I am gearing up to start my Majora's Mask D&D campaign. If that's something you guys would be interested in having like recaps for, I don't know that I want to like record it or live stream it, just because that's a lot of video and I don't think my phone has the space for it. But also, like, uploading that long of a video would be really difficult, and I can't imagine I have the viewer base right now to really justify like hour plus uploads. I mean, like I imagine most of the people that watch this probably aren't going to watch this far anyway. So if you did watch this far, thank you. Again, I'm rambling. I'm tired. I apologize. This is what lack of sleep does to me. I won't shut up. So yeah, we're gonna hop off now. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.